One of our favorite stops on the journey is the Rocky Mountain Classic here in Canada Olympic Park in the beautiful Hockey Canada facilities. Dave Dawson here, joined by new NWCAA President. He is Ryan Laverty. Ryan, thanks so much for checking in. And what's the journey been like since taking over the role of President of the group?
Yeah, it's been interesting. There's been we obviously have a long history at Northwest, a lot of success within the organization over the course of a number of years. So I felt pretty well supported coming in, knowing that there was a lot of people here who had a lot of history here. So Rocky Mountain's obviously a more recent part of our history, but it's a big part of it. And I mean, this is a good example of what we've seen so far just on the first day of just, kind of what the commitment is like from Northwest and what kind of events we can put forward and hopefully what kind of players and teams we can put on the ice.
Yeah, this event has been going on forever. It's one of those moments in the calendar when you look and you go, that's a big tournament. There's 24 teams. There's a lot to be put together for that. Take me into the process of working with your group to facilitate something like this and do it at an elite level like you guys always do.
Well, I'm for sure not going to take credit for really much of this, to be honest. We've had a great group of volunteers, spearheaded by John Penny, who's been our co-chair this year, or really the head of the whole thing. Fortunately for him, he's away, so he's left it to a few of us to kind of hold things together. But truthfully, he's done a great job. The team itself has come together as they do every year to help put all the pieces together. So really all the credit to them. It's been fun to see them all work together. That's kind of, again, is a volunteer-based association. So seeing all those people work together to try to put all this together the way it has come together it's been nice to see.
Yeah, and we love this event just from all the organizers, from Claudia to Matt Keeler to John Penny and yourself. It's been a pleasure to work with John as well. A number of those guys in the ever-changing world of hockey, Ryan, as you know, it continues to evolve every year, and the Flames, the Northwest, continue to put out competitive hockey teams amongst all the changes that go on. Take me into the process of being able to, the standards of being able to not recruit isn't the word, but to be able to bring in great athletes and ice competitive teams every year. What's that journey like for the Northwest?
Well, truthfully, we're lucky. We've got a lot of kids who have an affinity for their communities. We've got a lot of good players, a lot of parents who've put a lot of time and effort into their own kids' development. So we're a bit of the benefactor of some of the commitments that those families have made. But yeah, I mean, my kids have come through the association and they pride themselves on being a Northwest athlete, and I think that's what's the best part about it, honestly. I know there's a lot of academies here, and there's a lot of great hockey teams that come through those academy programs and great players. But we've been blessed. I think we haven't had too many kids who've left. They haven't felt the need to leave, and that for us is a big point. A big point of what we want to continue is knowing that these kids have an opportunity to stay home, play in their community, have good programming, have good development, and have good opportunities to play into the future. So, we pride ourselves on that. And, again, I think we've always got challenges. There's always teams that are competing, and we've seen a great, I look at the North Stars as a great example, to be honest. A lot of great teams, and years ago they were struggling a bit. And so we're seeing, so dynamics change, and for us that's something we keep our eyes on and say, what do we need to do to make sure that Northwest remains one of the top programs in Calgary, in Southern Alberta, and in the province. So.
One final one for you. I know Corey and I, been building this company for years, and the Rocky Mountain Classic was one of our first really premier elite events, and just be able to see it grow to where we are now. How much has this relationship, I know it's an important part of where the company has grown for us, how much has this been able to build you the profile and where you want to get to?
Yeah, it's great. I mean, I think anything we can do to highlight, of course our kids, but help to highlight, the players that are coming here, making them know that this is a marquee event, that there's going to be, a bit of, there's going to be a spotlight on them, so to speak, and that they're going to get some views and some likes and some things like that come from, your coverage, and knowing again that this is actually, it's a prime time, real big deal, and we really appreciate the support that HNLive brings to it every year.
Well, we really appreciate you, Ryan. Thanks so much for coming on, making time, and I guess enjoy the rest of the weekend if you have some time to breathe and relax out of all the hats you got to wear. Enjoy going at all, but.